Hi, thank you for coming today. My name is Joy Markham, and I'm here today to talk to you about the gut regeneration system. And I'm trying to get my screen to share. This is not it's
It's
not a
not a
touch
touch
screen.
screen.
We're both touching the screen, trying to get it to share. It's like
Oh, you guys look great.
thank you.
It is kind of fun because, like I said, she's usually in Maui. We don't get to be here side by side, so it's pretty. Um, okay, let's see what we're
So we
we
need to
do.
come out with this. Yep.
Okay, now we need to get back. Oh my gosh, there's so many things
I don't know how they came open.
open. Is that say Zoom there? This is our Zoom, right? Okay, here we go. There we go. All right. I promise it's gonna be worth the wait here.
Thank you so much, guys. Much appreciated. So, my name is Joy Markham, and Tracey is here today with me. I'm sorry, I'm going back to the beginning of the presentation, and today we're going to talk about the gut regeneration challenge and the contest we're going to have, actually. So, anyway, if you are not getting the results you want from the patches, if you're feeling sick, if you're having signs of detox, if you're having skin irritation, um, a couple of things about that. If your body is detoxing too fast, um, or if your body is also not able to actually um, hydrate well, if you're not drinking enough water, if you are not able to, if you have a lot of toxicity in your body and it's detoxing too fast, then that can be a root cause of some of those things. So today we're going to talk about toxicity and deficiency, and that being the root cause of so many, like all of the health conditions, pretty much. And if we have a deficiency in something, vitamins, minerals, water, then our body is not able to take the patches, which are the blueprint, and create the good cells that we need them to create in order to actually regenerate our bodies and repair. So basically, the patches are the blueprint. We are the contractor. It's our job to put in to the body the vitamins and minerals, water, and to have the materials available for good cell creation. Toxicity in our body gets stored in our body. We're not medical professionals. We are just here. We're going to tell you different testimonials that we have. We're going to tell you different things that can help potentially our bodies in their natural process of healing themselves. And so toxin buildup can show up as brain fog, and can show up as headaches, it can show up as skin problems, it can show up in body odor, constipation, weight gain. Um, our so a lot of times people think they're fat, okay? And I tell people fat is protection. Uh, Fat is protection from trauma or toxins. So, what our body and brain does is it's an amazing thing. It is meant to keep us protected. And what it does is if there's excess toxins in our body, which we all are exposed to so many different toxins in today's environment, it will take and encapsulate those toxins into fat. And it will not allow us to actually release that fat until it has been able to deal with the toxins as because that's protection. So our gut plays a major role in our mood, in our cravings, and our emotional well-being. A healthy gut microbiome supports the production of hormones. We have hormones, a lot of the feel-good hormones that we thought were created in our brain or primarily created in our brain are actually created in our gut. So if we have a bad gut microbiome, we're not able to produce the oxytocin and different things that we need to produce so that we can have happiness and so we can be calm, so that we can be focused, so we can have resilience. And it comes out in a variety of mental health issues. When our gut microbiome is not healthy, our gut is not healthy, then we end up with mental health problems. Every 28 days, we actually create a new gut. It is the fastest growing cells and turnover in our body. Fat is actually the slowest at 7 years, unfortunately. But every 28 days, we get a new gut. So our body handles toxic overload in a variety of different ways. When we diet and we have toxins stored in our fat and we don't deal with the toxins that are stored in our fat, you can see this top pictures. I apologize for it being blurry, but you can see how the person has all these fat cells with the toxins, then they get skinny with all the fat cells and the toxins still there. And then they still have the toxins and the fat cells, so then they plump up again. When you have proper dieting and cellular detox, those the toxins get to be released, pushed out of the body, flushed out of the body. The fat cells can shrink and be expelled, and then you actually end up with better, healthier body that is able to retain its shape and size. So, toxicity weakens our immune system. It When we have toxicity in our body, it does a variety of things. We can have toxicity in our body and weaken our immune system through not having enough water, having an unhealthy diet, not sleeping enough, stress and anxiety, not exercising, having smoking, and different things. Our immune system, when we drink, have all these different things, it goes down and can't keep up. And, I've had so many people tell me, I can handle anything. I can be unkind to my body by eating whatever I want. I don't have to exercise. I never get sick. I never have all these things. And our body is able to actually work for us, work for us, work for us, work for us until it gets overloaded. And then it can no longer do that. And a variety of health issues start to come out. And then it's hard to reverse that in order to, because it's like a car that we have not changed the oil or the fluids in, and we've just pushed it, we've put bad gas in it, we've done all these different things, and then we wonder why it starts to break down and starts to have issues. Our bodies are the same way. It's our job to take care of them, to put good food in them, to exercise, to utilize the gifts that we're given in through light and patches so that we can live our best life and have the quality of life that we are intended to have and remind our body how to heal itself. So this is a testimonial somebody did where they had all kinds of things going on. I guess it was Tracey who made this slide. I didn't know. I loved the slide. I stole it from another PowerPoint. She had sleepless nights, hot flashes, memory issues, hair loss, and anxiety. And she retired early from the Washington State Fair as the marketing director. And what happened with her is, her brain function improved. She had better sleep and dreams. Her vision, skin, and hair got better, and she regrew her thyroid, so she no longer needed to be on her levothyroxine that she'd been on for years and 15 years. Her hormone balance became perfect. And I think it was 9 months after she initially started using the patches. Somebody was here at one of our patching info sessions that we did here at her house, and they were like, "Oh, will this work for my bunion?" And Tracey was like, "Oh, bunion." She had had two equal bunions on each foot. She took off her shoes, looked at her feet, and they looked identical. She had had surgery on one, swore she'd never have it again, and hadn't realized that her other bunion had dissolved in the 9 months she'd been wearing the patches. So, glutathione. Glutathione is a master detoxer of the body, and having low glutathione is there's a pathway back to all of these different diseases when you have low glutathione in your body. And I don't know if you look at these diseases, but there's all kinds of things that so many of us have suffered with in the past. I know for myself, I had asthma and other things. I know Tracey had infertility. And here it talks about the different mental health issues as well that are associated with low glutathione. And one of the patches that we're going to actually talk about is glutathione. It actually is the master detoxer. It is part of the gut regeneration challenge. It helps with immunity. It helps to boost the immune system because it helps to get rid of the toxins. It helps with better skin, helps with us to have better focus, and helps reduce the aging process. It helps elevate the natural glutathione in the body by 300% over 24 hours. That's what the studies have shown. If you get glutathione orally or you take a glutathione drip which is a very common thing in the natural health realm, the half-life of that is 7 minutes. So it's highly recommended that you start the glutathione patch, and it is an integral part of the gut regeneration system. So our fascia actually goes throughout our whole body, and it's made of a web of collagen. It is a network that carries light and all throughout our body. It's not something that we actually recognize normally, it's common knowledge. We know that collagen is an integral part of our skin, but there's also a network of collagen throughout all of our organs and throughout our body that carries light throughout our body. So the fascia also has tiny collagen tubes, and they hold liquid crystal water that allows different water to glide and flow throughout our body and communicates. This is part of how the patches work. This is why we say it is very important to actually have water in our system for movement, because the water is going through the fascia and actually sending signals, talking to the different cells and different things, and letting us know, letting our specific cells know different things that are happening and carrying that information. So we have the fascia that has gateways of wisdom. It helps with if we care for our fascia by hydrating with intention and keeping our bodies moving, as this helps us with our quantum intelligence and helps with our balance and vitality. Vitamin D, we all know that when we go out in the sunlight, our sun signals our bodies to create vitamin D. That is just something that all of us have been taught since we were little, and the patches are the same type of science. There is a huge deficit of vitamin D in our bodies. And so it's really important for us to make sure that we're getting enough vitamin D in our bodies. We as a culture don't eat so healthy, and there's all kinds of foods that are inflammatory to our body. We end up with chronic inflammation in our bodies. And it's super important for us not to have the chronic inflammation in our bodies. The gut regeneration system actually helps lower the inflammation in our gut so that our gut is able to work better. I highly, highly, highly recommend, when doing the gut regeneration system challenge that we're going to be doing starting February 1st, that everybody try to eat as healthily as they possibly can. And that means each person starts at a different place. So some people, maybe they eat all foods that are all inflammatory, all processed foods, and it's just slowly over time changing those out, substituting those for other things that are more healthy in the whole food arena. We're going to talk about Eon. It's another patch that does anti-inflammatory properties. Eon is another patch that is very important in the gut regeneration system. It helps lower the inflammation in the gut and the body. It also helps with stress relief, and is an amazing thing that helps our body so that the stem cells can immediately go to work. on repair. It helps with pain, it helps with relaxation, it quiets the mind. I know there have been people that have had really fast moving blood, and I've had them put it on their forehead, and the pressure has lowered within half hour to an hour. So people who say they don't notice anything, the question I have for them as far as the patches is concerned is we don't know what the patches are working on in our system at any given time. We're not aware of everything going on in our body. Um, so it's really super important, one, to actually track things. Okay, there's a tracker that I put in the chat for people. I highly recommend that they fill it out and and do that so that they can remember and are reminded of how where they started from and where they have to go. So patches help our body become in a balance of homeostasis. They help with environmental things. They help re-pattern our epigenetics that we have. They help us get to a younger, healthier state. And everybody has their own timeline as far as how fast different things are repaired in the body. It's established that the patches work. The studies show that. It's established that X39 elevates GHK copper peptide. It's established through the scientific studies that GHK copper peptide activates stem cell production and that pluripotent stem cells repair and regenerate the body. So it's better to, this is not a diet, okay? And it's not necessarily just for losing weight. I want to put that out there. The first time I did it, I had not done a detox for a while, and I was doing three times a year detoxes, previously 30-day detoxes. And so when Tracy and Eric were going to do it at the very beginning, we just found out about this. I was like, I'll do it with you. And my goal was to detox my gut. It was to lower the inflammation. It was to help rebalance my hormones and to just have a better gut microbiome. And so, it for those of you who don't have any extra fluff, I would highly recommend that you do this as well. It is the second thing that I tell people who start using the patches to do. So first, I tell them use X39 and Eon. Start with those two things. When they're able to tolerate those two things for 12 hours at a time for 10 days to 2 weeks, then the gut regeneration is the next thing. And the reason why I tell people that is because we actually need to absorb our vitamins and minerals in our body as best as possible, and that's what our gut does is it absorbs the vitamins and minerals. It will help our whole body to function better and the patches to all work better if we do the gut regeneration system after that. Yes. So SP6 is another one of the patches that we're going to be using. It helps to reduce cravings and addictions. It helps to balance hormones and helps maximize diet and exercise. When they did a study of it, it helps improve organ function, adrenal gland function, intestines. And when you combine it with eating a healthy diet, it is phenomenal towards reaching your lifestyle goals. So X39 is a breakthrough technology. This is all breakthrough technology. And Tracy told you about this earlier, that it's a medical grade adhesive. There is no chemicals going into the body. X39 gives us a second lease on life. This is the last patch that is included in the gut regeneration challenge. And we wear them 12 hours on and 12 hours off. And then start again the next day. Here's the gut regeneration system that we're going to be doing. It's going to repair our gut imbalance. It's going to help with detoxification, inflammation, helps balance our endocrine system, helps control blood sugar, control cravings, and helps with addictions, as well as other things not stated here. So the suggestion is that you print the tracker for the gut regeneration system. It's going to be, we're going to do it for 30 days this time. And this says it's an 18-day tracker. What I've done is I just print out multiples and every so often check my statistics. It's good to actually measure different areas, and it tells you where to measure on the tracker. It tells you where to put the patches and how to put the patches with the different fingers of how far from your belly button, how far over from your belly button, and just follow this continually. Do it through 10 cycles. It will clear your toxins, help with cognition, restore your energy. And the biggest thing is it helps your body to actually detox and be able to absorb the vitamins and minerals so that the patches are able to have the materials it's needing to produce good, healthy cells. So this is Dr. Velvet. She's the one that we found out about the patches, the gut regen from. She actually wore them for 18 days and lost 33 inches all over her body. You can see the difference in the pictures. And she has a talk. If you go on harmonypatching.com, you will see in the gut regeneration system tab of that website that there's a video of Dr. Velvet, and you can listen to that. There's also one with Dr. Tracey. She will tell you some different things as well regarding the gut regeneration system. This is Tracey's bonus daughter, and she is actually how we started using these patches in this way, because if you look, it was September 2023. She actually had come over very sick with puking and had GERD and ended up losing 35 pounds in 18 days. Amazingly enough. I mean, she just de-bloated because of all the inflammation she was holding in her body and all the toxins she was holding in her body. And then you can see her in December, and then April 2024, she lost 70 pounds eventually. And this is not using these patches the whole time. They continue to work after you've stopped using them. So I want to just put that out there. I want to say it's not always for weight loss. It is for detoxing and inflammation. It's for the patches to work better. And we are going to be having a contest. We're going to start this February 1st. It's going to go through March 2nd. To win, we're going to have the greatest percentage of inches lost. And we're going to give whoever makes that a supportive pack of their choice. So these are the patches that are needed for the gut regeneration. It is the X39, the Eon, the SP6, and the glutathione. So please, if you do not have these patches, please order them so that you can start with everybody else on February 1st in the gut regeneration challenge. So we're going to be supporting our inflammation, reduction, detox pathways, hormone balance, gut repair and renewal, mood support and emotional balance, cravings and addictions. Please message for full details. And there's a Facebook group. It is Gut Regeneration System, and you can call me or text me or email me, and I will get you set up with that Facebook group and with whatever patches you need. Please let me know who invited you here so that we can make sure that they are getting your patches for you. Anyway, we're back to the question and answer section. Thank you so much for coming today. Thanks for bearing with us through our technical difficulties, and we look forward